What's going on, guys? Welcome to episode number 31 of our Cincinnati Reds franchise. Speaking of which, it looks like we got a number 31 up to bat, so it's perfect timing, am I right? Thomas Moore, one of our top draft picks from last season, is going to lead this game off for the Pensacola Blue Wahoos against the Mobile Bay Bears with a double. A nice ringing double down there and down the line. So basically, you guys are looking at this. We got a minor league update. We got some highlights we got to cover. Shed Long going to drive Thomas Moore in, so they're going to get up 1-0 early on in this game. Good start because we do have Jarod Ambrose, one of our other top picks, also showcasing what he's got. So we had Ray Villalobos pitch the last time we had a Double-A update. Now we got Jarod Ambrose, who actually, when you see his stats, guys, he did not pitch that great in his first outing, but, you know, it's early. Guys are working through some stuff, so we'll see how he does. But here's Adam Walker, able to get a base hit back up the middle for an RBI single. So Ambrose is going to start off this game up 2-0. You can see his whip there, 0.8. So that's actually really solid, really good. I think some of the timely hits kind of got to him. He's not a guy that's going to strike out a bunch of people either, as you guys are going to see in this highlight reel here. He does get a lot of contact. He draws a lot of weak contact, hard contact. Like, it's just contact. He's a pitch to contact pitcher, and you can see right here. I mean, we got Thomas Moore coming in there in left field trying to make that catch, and then we got a nice little pop up to Peterson camping under it, going to make the play there. So 3 up, 3 down in the first inning. Let's go to the second inning, and then we have a ground ball out to Kevin Maitan, who's going to make a nice toss over there. He's actually going to make some pretty nice plays out here at shortstop, guys. And you know, Peraza might be vying for some bench time if he doesn't produce, right? But we've also got Senzel, right? So, you know, Maitan's got a long way to go. He's 19 years old, definitely got a long way to go. So you see Ambrose is just cruising right now. First strikeout on the game. Nice little four-seam fastball inside. Third inning, that was the first out. Look at this play by Kevin Maitan. In the hole, able to plant his foot and still be able to get off that throw. Like, that's money. But this isn't. Third inning, still 2 down, 1-0 count, and we got a home run by Carmen Cabrera, a solo shot. So it's going to be 2-1. Ambrose is still out there. He's pitching fine. Ground ball to Kevin Maitan, and nice little fancy play. Probably didn't have to do all that jazz, but he decided that that's how he was gonna get that out. And here's Kevin Van Meter, who actually does not have a ton of power, but he's able to send this ball right out there to the wall, right center field gap there, and we're just not gonna push it. We're not gonna push it. We're hitting fly balls a lot in this game, so if we're able to drive through a run here, sacrifice fly, or this ground ball like we see here from Joe Hudson, he's able to get the runner in. So it's now a 3-1 baseball game here. Let's go to the 5th inning, and still Ambrose is still pitching very solid. Not, like I said, he's not going to strike out a bunch of guys, but he's definitely going to get his defense to work behind him and make plays and get outs. But look at this. Check this thing out. Here's Forrest Wall in center field trying to be his best Billy Hamilton impersonation, but he's unable to get there. 77 speed Forrest Wall. Here's Maitan thrown over to third, but Van Meter isn't paying attention, and the runner's going to take off from third to home, so it's an inside the park home run. The carom off the wall really screwed the outfielders up there, but nice little double play by Shed Long and Kevin Maitan, and then around the horn, not around the horn, but around to first base to Peterson, who's able to pick it. So good job there. Here we are in the 7th inning, 3-2 game here, and look at this. Walker and Forrest Wall cannot field this again, so we're going to get another inside the park home run. So the 3 runs given up by Jarod Ambrose thus far are off of solo home runs. 1 left the yard, 2 did not. So all things considered, I think that he's been pitching fine. It's just the defense just really didn't help him out. So nice play there by Walker. And then we're still in the 7th inning, and we get a little fly ball, a little pop up to Ambrose, and he's able to camp under it and make the play. here's another pick that we had. Fred Velasco, the left-hander. This guy's pretty filthy. I'm not gonna lie. I love pitching with him. His velocity is pretty solid. As a lefty, his curveball is nasty. As you guys saw, 2 strikeouts with the curveball right there. I mean, this guy's legit. Here's Forrest Wall. Top of the 9th, 1 down, 0-2 count, and he's going to actually showcase his power, which he doesn't have a whole lot of. But now, with that wall being as deep as it is, he's going to end up at third base here, rounding second, utilizing his speed. And this is a really good situation for the Blue Wahoos, because now we got Kevin Van Meter up here with a 0-0 count, and he's just going to go up there hacking, and he sends a fly ball out there, and this is going to score Forrest Wall. So, pretty funny, right? Forrest Wall, we got to have him come through. He hits it to the wall, right? And then he comes through, and we are going to win this game as Velasco strikes out the last batter of the game. So, really good win by the Blue Wahoos. All right, guys, so simming a little bit further after that minor league update, we see that the Reds are now 12-5. So let's take a look at the standings here real quick. Bada bing, bada boom. 12-5, first place in the NL Central right now. 8-2 in the last 10. We're playing against the Cubs. We're just starting. Actually, we just started that series a game ago. So Zach Weiss ended up getting the win. Let's take a look at the box score here just to see what the heck happened in this game. So we ended up scoring 3 runs in the bottom of the 8th, bottom of the 7th, bottom of the 6th. So the late innings, the Cubs pitching staff could not get the Reds out. So check out the stat line here. So Hamilton, 191. Uh-oh, Billy might be losing some ground here. I know it's April, but if this continues into late May, early June, yeah, we're going to have to do something about that. Jesse Winker hitting 240 in limited time, limited action. That's okay. It's decent. Votto still killing it with 383. Jeanette, 266, went 3 for 5. He had a home run in this game. So did Suarez. Looks like Peraza is doing pretty good, 306. Barnhart, surprisingly, and he's drawing some walks too, hitting 326. Tommy Joseph came on, got a walk and a run scored. And looks like Culberson. Nice. So Charlie Culberson gets a pinch hit 3-run home run. That's pretty cool. And then, yeah, so there's your stats right there. Winker, Votto, Jeanette, Suarez, and Culberson hit the home runs. Hamilton with a stolen base. Darvish, for whatever reason, even if I'm playing against Darvish or if we're simulating against Darvish, he just gives up runs. He's not very solid. Castillo was solid, though. I mean, I would say that's solid. What do you guys think? 9 strikeouts and 5 1/3? 7 hits. I know. 3 runs. That's good. So there's like some good and there's some bad. So there's very up and down. Finnegan came on, got a strikeout in 2/3 of an inning, and then Crockett, Leclerc, and Weiss held it down. So that was a pretty good game for the Reds, and big win in that series. So I do want to show you guys what everybody's doing as far as the organization goes with statistics and whatnot before we get into this Cubs gameplay with Dave Sclafani against Lester. 3-0 John Lester. That's a big game, so hopefully Dave Sclafani can, like, you know, man up and get it done, clutch up, because we definitely need it. Everybody else has, as I'm going to show you guys in just a second. So Votto, 383 with 7 bombs, 15 RBIs from those 7 home runs. It's really, really solid. Dallas Keuchel's definitely picked it up. 13 Ks and 3 walks with a 267 and a 107. I'd say that that's pretty dang good. Castillo kind of taking a step back a little bit, but he does have a lot of Ks compared to that walk total. So his whip is pretty decent. We'll take that. Billy Hamilton, though, 191. That's not very good. So we may have to think about moving him down in the order. Not right now. You never want to make those changes, like, you know, 2 weeks into the season. So we'll just have to ride that out. Suarez doing his thing, 276, very, very solid. Jeanette starting to come around a little bit, 267, 326 there for Barnhart. You guys saw all the pro numbers here. So what I really want to look at is Kendall Graveman too. Like, look at this, 0.94. I think right now he's been well worth the money, guys, right? I know we're giving him $1.6 million a year, but he's sticking. He's sticking to be that number 4 guy. 2.5 with a .94. That's really good. Lorenzen, let's see, he's having a couple. Yeah, so he's got 2 saves now. He's okay. He's all right. So outside of that 2-run bomb that he gave up in that save opportunity, that is the 1 loss on his ledger. He's pitching pretty good. Crockett doing well. Sauermano still does not have a W or not even a decision yet, so we just can't seem to get him any runs. 19 Ks, 2 walks, 20 innings pitched. Yeah, .7 whip. Guys, this pitching staff is legit this season. We're going to go far with this if this keeps going. Mir Garrett, got to give him some more action. It's a very, very small sample size. Zach Weiss, same deal. Finnegan, that's really encouraging to see as a 1.8 and a 1.3. Like to see that. Defoe, and we're starting to get into some minor league numbers here. Defoe, 262, only 1 ribby. That's kind of what you expect out of Wilmer Defoe. There's Tommy Joseph with that 1 home run and that 3-run shot that he hit against St. Louis. 308 though. Nick Senzel, maybe this is due to him not having enough playing time, right? So maybe we have to try to get him in a little bit more. Pavin Smith, 217 down in AAA. So we'll need to work on that. Stevenson's 0-3 with a 3.3. Not bad either. Aquino, kind of surprising with the 265 batting average. Jared Hughes, 2 2.3. We got to use him a little more. Dilson Herrera, 343. Let's see. Tyler Mahle killing it down there at the AAA level. 71 overall right now. 24 years old. Definitely going to be one of our guys here in the future. I know that he's really doing really well up in the major leagues in real life, but like I said, I really want to play with this like it's, our thing. I know Mahle is up in the major leagues, and I would go back in and I would edit him even more, but the Operation Sports rosters gave him a 67 or 65, and we upped him to about a 70 or 71. So I don't want to open that door of editing players all over the place because that gets sticky. Ooh, Taylor Trammell batting 200 right now at AAA level. Hopefully that gets better. Bryce, okay, not great, but look at Charlie Culberson. Nice, 3 home runs, 9 ribbies, 250. We'll take that. Danny Wright pitching well. 452 for Tyler Stevenson, so he's still killing it. It's been about a whole nother week, right? Jesse Winker, 240. Matt Harvey, not even doing anything down in AAA. So honestly, guys, we might have to consider moving on from Matt Harvey because right now he doesn't really fit anywhere in our plans. We got Danny Wright, 27 years old. Mahle, 24. Stevenson's 26. I mean, we got a lot of young pitching. So just how it shaped out for us, because we did end up going after Keuchel and we went after Graveman, and Sauermano pitched really well, kind of pushed Harvey out of that starting number 5 role. And you guys, just keep it into perspective here. This is 2019, right? And this is our fake little world here. So whatever happens in this franchise doesn't mean that that's what's going to happen in real life. I'm making decisions based on what's going on in the screen in front of me, not what the Reds are doing in real life. So I try to keep it realistic as far as decisions go based on what's happening in our franchise, but that's kind of where the realism part comes into play. But look at Hunter Green. Yeah, 13 2/3, 1.3 with a .88. Love it. Nicolino pitching really well. Blandino, not so much. Goodell, 333. Like to see that. 229 for Shed Long. 276 for Thomas Moore. So I guess rather than going through all of this, things are looking really good for this Cincinnati Reds organization. A lot of things going right. Ambrose pitched really well in that quick cut up that you guys just saw. Would like to see, look at Herbert Ray. He was one of our other draft picks too. 15 innings, .7318. Yeah, so things are looking really, really good. Got to use Jimmy Hergay a little bit more down in AA. All around, from even Forrest Wall was struggling during the season, but had that one big hit, that big triple that put the team up after a sacrifice fly. So yeah, long story short, things are looking really good as far as organizationally. And I'm really excited about maybe not 2019. Maybe we don't end up doing anything. Maybe we fall off the map here in the standings. But eventually 2020, 2021, you know, we start seeing some young guys come up. You know, things are looking really bright. And obviously the goal from the very first start of this was to rebuild the Big Red machine, right? We want to be an absolute machine. Can't stop us. We're just going to steamroll through the entire league. It's going to be tough to get a W against us every day, every night that you play against us. So that's the goal. That's definitely the goal for the Cincinnati Reds in this franchise. So let's get going here against the Cubs, Jon Lester and Anthony DeSclafani.
From the Queen City, we're live inside Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati, Ohio. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game series between the Chicago Cubs and the Cincinnati Reds.
All right, guys, big matchup here. Early season matchup. You can't really put too much stock into these types of games, right? But you definitely want to see where you're at against a really good team like the Chicago Cubs. But you want to be in contention with those types of clubs. That's what I was wanting to say. So let's check out the Cubs lineup for you guys right here. So we've got Jason Hayward batting 183. So they're kind of in a similar situation with one of their more defensively minded outfielders like we have with Billy Hamilton, top of the order, right? Not hitting for a lot of average, but definitely play really good defense. Speaking of defense, Jose Peraza, we just talked about him a little bit ago in that minor league update. The arm strength is just not there, and we've talked about it at length and sometimes ad nauseum that he just doesn't have it. He doesn't have it out there at short. So we got to figure something out with Peraza and maybe Billy Hamilton, maybe Jeanette. I don't know. It's too early right now. We're just going to have to really just deal with it. Hopefully he gets better with the arm strength because we're going to need him. We're going to need him to play well, and he is playing well. He's playing well offensively. He's hitting over 300. He's doing his thing. Can't really take him out of the lineup, but, you know, if you're costing the team runs as well, you know, it's just something we're going to have to see how that plays out. So Jon Lester is on the mound, gets Billy Hamilton on a changeup in the dirt for strike 3. Contreras makes the play over there at first. Let's take a look at the Reds lineup here real quick. Hamilton, 188, just like we were talking about. Peraza hitting second, 304. Votto is still killing it, 383. Suarez, 276. You guys already saw how everybody's doing, so no need to really cover too much of that. But look at this. Peraza hits Lester on the comeback, but he's going to throw it over Anthony Rizzo's head. How do you do that? How do you throw it over Anthony Rizzo's head? He's huge. This is probably something to do with Lester's inability to throw pickoffs over at first with the runner on, right? Like he can't even throw to first base when the ball's like right in front of him too. So runner on second base, Joey Votto's coming up, nothing count. He gets a curveball, but Peraza decides to go for it, thinking Russell was going to go make a play at first, and he's going to get hung up. Bryant makes the tag, so not a very headsy move there, not a very smart decision by Peraza. Here's Jeanette going to hit a hard ground ball to Rizzo, and it's just going to get underneath his glove. And look at Hayward's arm right there. He was definitely showing that off. So now we're kind of in business here. 11 pitches in from Lester, and then we got Suarez up, the big-time power hitter. But with 2 down and a 1-1 count, he's going to lift the fly ball out there to Ian Happ, and he's going to make the play. So nothing doing for the Reds in that inning. So let's check out DeSclafani. 2-2 count on Addison Russell. He's going to work out of the second inning without any problem. So good stuff by DeSclafani. Charlie Culberson rakes against lefties. That's why he's in the lineup. And check this out. He's going to take Jon Lester deep for a big-time boosh. So as you guys can see in the thumbnail, Charlie Culberson, right? Not Culberson, Culberson. He's just amazing against lefties. That's why we put him in there. And Jesse Winker follows him up, but he's going to end up getting out. And then we got Joey Votto, who's going to come up in the next inning. So that was the second inning. So now we're in the bottom of the third, and he is also going to take Jon Lester deep. So we got 2 solo home runs for 2 runs. And then now let's go to the 4th and Eugenio Suarez is going to go deep on Jon Lester, and he's going to go for a solo shot. So it's now 3-0 Cincinnati Reds against the Cubs. So the big thing, guys, with this is we see now Jon Lester is going to get pulled for another left-handed pitcher, Mike Montgomery, who's, you know, not having too great of a season. An interesting decision here that they want to go with the lefty against Charlie Culberson, and as you guys can see, we already have a runner on first base, and Culberson, or should I say Clubberson, is going to hit another home run, this time to the right field side of the stands. I mean, this guy's already got 2 home runs so far. He's got 3 RBIs. Like, Charlie Culberson has just been great in this game. The Reds are up 5-0, and then here's Tucker Barnhart, who's also going to take Montgomery deep the next at bat. So it's now 6-0. So the Reds have scored 5 runs on 5 home runs. One of those other runs being when Charlie Culberson was hitting that 2-run bomb. So now we got top of the 7th, and DeSclafani is going to get out of this inning as, ooh, nice. Okay, so Winker comes through, makes the play. Ian Happ coming up. So, guys, I think I'm actually going to up the difficulty, because it seems like even in the minor league games, it's weird. I'm just hitting home runs. It's all that these runs are coming across the plate are home runs. Like, I'm not driving the baseball into gaps. I'm not getting doubles. I'm not getting singles. I'm just scoring runs based on the home run ball. And, you know, that's not too realistic to me. So I think I'm going to end up going to change the difficulty. Right now it's on veteran without any slider input, so the sliders are at default. If you guys have something that you know of that works, let me know in the comment section below. Something that's, you know, I don't want to make it too difficult, because it is pretty difficult for me to hit in this game. I don't know why, and I know a lot of YouTubers, a lot of streamers, and people on Twitter have been talking about the difficulty of this game and trying to hit. So if you guys will let me know in the comments, please do. So we got Chris Bryant coming up, 2 down, and he's going to strike out. So like you guys expected anything different, right? 6-0 lead there. I didn't mean to not talk about the Reds gameplay in here, but you kind of needed a break, right? Because 6-0, right? And all of these home runs are piling up, right? I had to get it off my chest. So guys, that's it for episode number 31. Leave a like if you like this thing, and if you are new to the channel, make sure you hit that little red button for subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.